Hello you guys, this is Latios and Latios, and for this video, I can't believe I'm doing this again. So what is it, October, November, December, January, so literally like about 4 months. So if these things come like every 4 months, okay. So yeah, I literally just ended the event with 1 diamond. I didn't expect to go for it, but I realized that the diamonds that I had left over was enough to get it without spending a lot of money, speeding it up, and just getting the card, honestly. So, yes. Wow. This card is so pretty. Unfortunately, I can't evolve it right now, so that's what it looks like. Oh. I was gonna say. Wait, what? Okay, I was gonna say, why is it not recording? Please don't do this to me. I did not want to not record the crafting, guys. Or record, you know what I want to say. Jesus. Ugh. Yes, right here, bro. Ooh. I'm kind of close to evolving it. So if the drop rates don't screw me over, the drops for the camera don't screw me over, I should have this evolved in 2 days. I have 666 hearts. I don't like that number, like, one bit. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, so we don't have to worry about it right now. I'm gonna read his date. From what I found out, it's a depressing date. I guess it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest, because the card looks depressing to begin with already. So, I think I saw someone sent something. I don't know what he said. Oh, we're about to find out. 14. We need 14 of these, no? Or yes? Yikes, this is going to take a while to evolve. If I knew I was going to go for this card, I would have not used up my other stamina for, but I had no idea. This is like, for real, a last minute decision, guys. Like, really last minute. Where are you? Yeesh, you are all, well, it makes sense you're all the way down there because you're not fully evolved. So, yes, like I said, I should have the card evolved in either 2 days, or if the drops screw me, in 3 days. No more than that. Because, so, I got lucky that I even have that many cameras, because the card I was farming to evolve next was you. Obviously, I'm not going to do that right now. And he just so happens to require camera. So I got lucky on that front, thankfully, which means it's going to take a little lesser to finish. Perfect. You know what? No, even with the city stroll today, I still probably don't have enough. I probably still don't have enough to, evolve fully. I would like to ascend it, but I don't know. But yes, now for his date. Like I said, I think I read it's a down date or a depressing date. I'm in the mood for some of that. Rainy night date, I think. If not, I'm so sorry, guys. Lucien reappeared. Oh, actually, hold on. You know what? Let me actually do those last. Okay. Alright, so let's do this. Yes, please. In my life, after he vanished from it. Ooh, now I was forced to face my lingering feelings about him. When did this happen? Because technically he hasn't really vanished yet, right? We've just been avoiding him. I don't know. My office has been mobbed by the same group of reporters for quite a few days. Producer Angie, what's your answer on your ex-program consultant's remarks at the press conference? This translation better be fucking good, because 11,000 diamonds, that's about, if we don't count double diamonds, that's about $150 right there. Please let this be good translation. We heard that you and Lucien are not only co-workers, but also neighbors. Anything to share about him? We also heard that you both are inseparable. Could you please? All the hubbub stung my ears. I just wanted to escape these increasingly irrelevant questions. Yeah, I would too. The security guards tried to mediate the situation, but the reporter showed no sign of leaving. Boss, you better work from home. Or just take a few days off. Don't worry, we got this. Our company is on the right track now, so don't push yourself so hard. Oh, everyone's trying to comfort me, so I forced a smile. I'm fine, don't worry about me. Let's ease the pressure and go grab some sweets this weekend. I found this perfect pastry shop with delicious cake served by cute waiters. All right, we could talk about weekends later. Better leave Angie alone now. Oh, I just want to cheer our boss up. She works weekends now, and we don't even have that much work lately. Ever since Lucien left, only work could distract me from missing him. I know that he went overseas, right, for something that had to do with kids and the event date of it, but this seems like he just disappeared. Well, let's find out. I've been trying hard to avoid any news regarding his absence and online comments, but sometimes I betray myself and keep searching for anything Lucien related. Not until the security came to patrol did I start to gather my stuff to leave. The security guard. To avoid the lurking reporters, I took a detour to the parking lot using a dedicated passage. Nice. Suddenly, a strong force dragged me onto a strange car. Oh, no. Oh,
It's me.
It's me, man. I'm just here to drag you. The chill... Yeah, he doesn't look right. The chill voice... His chilled voice froze all my panic. I stared blankly at that familiar yet distant face. He turned his face away as if he was unwillingly to talk to me.
Fasten your seatbelt.
Oh my. You obviously are not right now. I knew he could see through me, but still, I was going to protest and not be walked around like that. I don't think this is a good idea to do that right now. Why do I have to go with you? Where are you taking me?
To your place.
Okay. Interesting. He was so sure I wouldn't leave the car and drove off before I could say a word. Wait. Did the game just have a noise like wind blowing? I have to go back to this part again. He was so okay, wait, this sentence did not make sense for a second. He was so sure I wouldn't leave the car and drove off. What's this implying right now? For some reason, I can't connect it right now. Are we trying to say like he was so sure that we wouldn't just try to leave the car and just go on our own? Is that what it's trying to say? The orange street light shone down upon his forbidding face, softening his profile, though I still felt only creeping chills. Oh my god, I love where this is going. It just sounds creepy as fuck, bro. I was crept to the point... Okay, the translation, you're killing me, but it's not too bad yet. I was crept to the point I could barely breathe. Ooh. I wonder what this date is about. Rainy night date. Like, where did he even get the... I mean, it looked like a pool, right? I wonder where he got those paper cranes, and they're very pretty too. This had been the third traffic light since we hit the road. He had kept quiet the whole way, leaving me in confusion. Why did he appear out of nowhere? I tried observing him quietly from the rear view mirror and accidentally met his eyes. He looked straight back at me, with a gaze sharp as a blade, slicing and exposing my heart that I tried so hard to hide. No smile from him. He just looks so out of it. I lowered my eyes, clenching the strap of my bag until my knuckles whitened. He released the wheel for a few seconds, then gripped it again.
I came to tell you not to go out for a while unless you have to.
Oh. But I need to go to work. Don't worry. I won't tell the reporters anything.
Do you think I came all this way just for that?
No. He lowered his voice with a hint of sulking in his tone. Sulking? Like, what's that mean? I have to, like, I know if somebody sulks, right? That's a word, right? Like, they sighing or something? I don't know. When the traffic light turned green, he ended the topic without further questions. The temperature in the car seemed to instantly drop several degrees. I didn't know how to continue as an awkward silence filled the car. Our way back seemed endless, with the traffic lights acting against me. My apartment was right around the corner, yet the traffic light had to stop us once again. Still looking ahead indifferently, he blurted,
Anyway, don't get caught up in any unnecessary danger.
Ooh, you too. Well, yeah. Oh my God, he actually finally smiled. Worrying for his safety, I gave an abrupt reply, but he just chuckled defiantly.
Who do you think could hurt me?
Well, what was his name that was trying to go after your ass for a second? Was it Hades? Yeah? He went from being icy cold to expressing the warmest smile when we passed by the security guard at the community gate.
Hello.
Hello. Professor Lucien, work late today? It's been a while since I saw you.
Yes, I'm dropping her off at home.
I forgot they live next door, don't they? Ha ha ha, you are still so close. He merely nodded, keeping that smile as the security guard watched us drive away. That smile stabbed my heart like a piercing knife, enticing pain to every heartbeat. How could he pretend like everything was fine? I couldn't tell who really was anymore. This is Lucien we're talking about, main character. I thought, unless this date did not happen before chapter 13, or what the fuck was it, 13? I don't know. As I was still depressed, he was parked below my apartment.
Keep in mind everything I've told you tonight.
Is somebody gonna go after us? Not shocked. Insert Pikachu not shocked face. I know what I'm doing. Uh-oh. He don't like that answer. I quickly opened the door, not wanting him to know how I felt, when suddenly he crossed over on top of me. Oh, on top of me. I know, I'm sorry. Oh, it's Max. He's adorable. His coat smelled of a different cologne, one that was bitter and no longer meadowy. The fuck does that mean? Obviously, I know what bitter means, but meadowy? I tried pushing him away, but he held on tightly, grabbing my wrists, grabbing them so hard that I gasped out of pain. Man, this guy is very serious right now. Like, Lucien is just like, okay. Instead of letting go, he leaned in closer. Let go of me. I saw unreadable emotions in his dark eyes. Was it sadness? Was it disappointment?
Are you that afraid of me now?
Well, the way you're acting, yeah? Hearing his tone was less aggressive, I stopped struggling and he leaned in closer and closer. Oh no. Click. The safety belt was unlocked, huh? Before I could react, he was already back in the seat, leaning against the window, looking at me awkwardly.
You forgot to unfasten your seatbelt.
I'm gonna smack you in the face. You did this all for the seatbelt? Obviously not. And I'm not gonna smack you in the face. You sexy, dangerous ladies, man. Aerospace. Thank you. I ran out grabbing my bag, stopped after 2 steps, and turned around. Lucien rolled down the car window slowly, looking at me banter. What's that word mean? I don't know.
What is it? Did you forget something?
Is this the first time we've actually ridden in a car with him? Because I don't remember ever having a scene with Lucien in a car. He suggestively came on us and totally wanted to unfasten this seatbelt, because I know we've ridden in cars with Victor. I'm pretty sure we have. I just don't remember. With Lucien, I mean. That's what I was trying to get at. No. The night breeze scattered his voice. The night breeze distant his voice, or distorted his voice. I felt we were as distant as two stars across the Milky Way. Thinking of the carton in the... Carton? Huh? In the corner of my apartment. Like milk carton? I shook my head. You, not me. All those things you left in my apartment. Uh-oh. I've packed them up. Wait here, I'll bring them down.
Are they heavy?
No, I can manage it by myself. Oh, she looks so sad. I empathized by myself, but his eyes, darker than the night sky, were calm and calm. Oh, this is hurting. I pretended to be resolute and turned to my building. Under the streetlights, my lonely shadow slowly lengthened and then shortened. Okay, I think this is the first time we actually got dialogue like this. Like, nobody's actually speaking it. Interesting. He was no longer by my side. Oh, I opened the door dazingly and carried out his box of belongings in the dark. The paper Oh, so that's where the paper cranes came from, but how did they appear in the picture like that, though? They look like they're... I don't know. Obviously, I think they're outside because it's raining, right? Let's see. The paper cranes on top stung my eyes, and tears burst out, dripping down onto the cranes, leaving blurry waves. Aww. Oh, no. This is why I was looking forward to this date, because, like I said, I think people said it's a dark date or depressing or something. I used to teach him how to fold paper cranes. Now the scenes were like a movie playing in my head, as fresh as memories that had occurred just yesterday. Oh no.
What's the next step?
Seriously? Seriously, are you pretending not knowing how to?
No one has ever taught me this before.
Why do I get the feeling he's lying to us? But then again, you kind of know how to fold paper cranes, though. I just don't see him spending time doing that ever. Well, better late than never. Teacher Angie has full confidence in your talent.
In that case, I will await your instructions.
Oh. Oh no. I lifted that string of paper cranes carefully and remembered that I wrote down our wish, on one of them. A wish that, like those fragile cranes, was covered by dust. Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. My phone buzzed suddenly, distracting me out of my memories. I wiped away the tears in the corners of my eyes. It was a text message from him. On it was an unfamiliar address and distant formalities. Rest earlier. Just mail it to this address. Huh? I ran to the window and saw nothing but the orange light and the shadow of trees swaying outside. It was as if the black sedan had never been here. And he vanished. Early next morning, I mailed that box to him. The next day... Wait, mailed it? Doesn't he live next door to us? How do you mail something that you live next door to somebody? The next day after that, I received nothing but a brief thanks. I bought a plot of land to fill the space where the carton was. The box. Yet I still had a huge sense of loss every time I walked by it. Oh. Uh-oh. My life returned back to normal, just back and forth, the company and home, until finally, even Kiki and my friends noticed something was wrong with me and tried to cheer me up. They got together one Friday evening and barged onto my home, bringing lots of drinks and snacks. It has been so long since I came here. My place isn't that fun anyway. You're being too modest. I can watch these old DVDs for 3 days nonstop. Kiki squatted in front of the cabinet, treasure hunting, when suddenly she squealed and pulled out a disc. What is this? I don't think I ever saw this one before. Uh-oh. Wait a moment. Is it the special edition that had almost gone extinct on the market? I looked over and saw the disc with familiar handwriting on it. Uh-oh. A name increasingly clear crept out from the bottom of my heart. Lucien. I thought I had mailed him everything of his, including my feelings for him. Yet now... I took the disc from Kiki's hand, as if nothing had happened, and pulled out another disc from the cabinet. That one seems broken. Let's play this one. Sure, whichever you like. I quickly the disc back onto my bedroom. While they were not paying attention, I remembered him jokingly asking for a movie review. I didn't even get to watch it before everything went south. He must have already forgotten what was said before. Oh, I was planning on mailing it back to him, but considering its value, I canceled the delivery service. I wanted to return it intact to the owner. And this time, I would be the one who put an end to our relationship. Fuck, this is not Valentines. Making up my mind, I went to the new address he texted me. I just want to return his disc. I'll just leave it at his door. It was a quiet neighborhood of mansions, and in the dark, I could only search by looking at each door plate. Area C, Block 13. Uh-oh. Ominous. Suddenly, a dark thunder exploded in dark clouds, triggering the alarm of these cars nearby. A couple years ago, yes, like very long, we're talking a long-ass time ago. And this was at the time that one of my cousins from Greece, so mom's family was here, and we're talking ages ago. 10 years? I think longer than that. And one night we had thunder, because in Virginia things can be pretty nasty with summer weather sometimes. And it was so loud, the thunder, like it went off the car alarms. And my cousin was like, oh my god, what is this? Because yeah, in Greece they don't really have that kind of weather. They don't have that humidity that we do, right? So it was unusual for him to experience that. I don't blame him, because that's like, oh my god, that's fucking scary. So that's kind of what it reminded me of. So yes, heavy rain droplets started falling, drenching a defenseless me. Oh, I had to pick up the... So, wait. Is this the school? A school? Because obviously raining and paper cranes. I had to pick up the pace and pulled my bag to my chest to protect it from the rain. I had to go faster. I had to return the last fragment of his presence. I thought he lived next to us, unless that was just his apartment, right? Oh yeah, dumbass, right? And this is his actual house. Is this the first time we've seen this area in the dark? I don't know. His house, right? As the girl was searching for his house in the rain, he had just completed 12 hours of work. That's a lot of work. Getting up for a short break, he accidentally kicked the carton by the wall. After looking at it hesitantly for a while, he removed the tape that had sealed the box for a long time. I know I said carton earlier too. Inside of it lay all the books and video discs that he lent to that girl, and a string of white paper cranes pressed tightly together. Okay, so it's raining. Maybe it's the inside of his house actually, right? Maybe, I don't know. And he just dropped the paper cranes. I'm sorry, it's just the way they drew those pictures. I'm like, how did they happen? I don't know. And a string of white paper cranes pressed tightly together. He unfolded each of these carefully. You could tell which was hers and which were the ones he did under her guidance. He still remembered she wrote down a wish inside one of the paper cranes. She whispered it while writing it down, and he overheard it, not letting her know. It was a wish about him.
Does that wish mean nothing to her anymore?
Oh my god, his face. Dude, his face looks weird. But it looks like he looks like confused, like shocked. But does that wish mean not anything to her anymore? Uh-oh. The quivering paper cranes under the cold air of the air conditioner seemed to be nodding, answering him. Ah, so this is his inside of the house. I never would have thought so. Damn. I see, he's just hanging him like that. Okay, I honestly thought he was in a pool, to be honest. But yes. Aww. Oh no. He sighed. He sighed and hung him on the wall of the empty room with all his necessities. only necessities, and I believe necessity be like important stuff, right? The light outside the window shone down upon the cranes, and the raindrops outlined the gray and dusty memory. The pouring rain couldn't wet these cranes, but somehow one of them had faint blots of ink on its wing. He was touching the crane with her wish in it softly, when suddenly a figure downstairs caught his eye. Uh-oh, I wonder how he's going to react. In the great curtain of rain, he saw a dazzling figure in the cream-colored dress. He frowned.
Silly. How did you end up here?
That young man grabbed an umbrella and the door and hurried out into the pouring rain. So, is the second picture outside? The clattering rain drowned his accelerating heartbeat. Heartbeat noise? What happened? Oh, like the dull thunder in the faraway sky, which only he could hear. Oh, wow, Louise. Uh-oh. I wonder how this is going to play out. Is this the last picture outside? Because if that's the case, then paper cranes are a different color and they're outside the rain. I was still checking every door plate to find his in the pouring rain. The rain drowned all other sounds, including his approaching footsteps. Not until his black shoes showed under my lowered umbrella did I look up. Against his well-ironed white coat, I was in a mess, with rain dripping down from my hair. No, maybe it's inside like he took her in.
Why have you come looking for me?
I couldn't hear what he said at all.
Why didn't you call ahead?
Uh-oh. I just want to return something, then I'll be on my way.
So, where is it?
Oh. He looked at the bag clenched tight against my chest and reached out. I took a step back subconsciously when suddenly I slipped, shutting my eyes from fear of falling down, but instead I fell into his arms. Oh. He is way too close. That's okay. I am okay with that. I tried to push him away. Oh my god, this is heartbreaking. I tried to push him away. Obviously, you can tell by his look too. Amid panic, but he just grabbed me by my wrist and took me away. The black umbrella protected us from the rain. I looked up, saw raindrops on his jawline, and I raised my hand subconsciously.
What is it?
Oh, you're getting wet from the rain. He squinted, looking at me up and down and letting out a chuckle.
Someone else also got soaked.
Well, this reminds me of Gavin's "Are you wet?" I tried to keep it PG. I couldn't help myself. I blushed in shame, forgetting about returning the disc. All I wanted to do was to run away from him. The mysterious deep abyss that I kept getting pulled into. He ignored my struggles, which seemed to be regarded as a piece of harmless frolic, and pulled me toward a building.
Didn't you have something to return to me? You're leaving already?
No.
Come in.
Uh-oh. I wonder if she's going to see the paper cranes hung up. I followed him onto his house, fumbled the disc out, and planned to leave. I'll set the disc here.
Wait a moment.
Oh. He picked up that damn disc up with one hand and placed one hand beside my head, locking me between him and the door. Yes.
You still owe me something, right?
Oh, are you talking about... No. What?
A movie review.
Oh, this is heartbreaking. I lowered my head guiltily. Yeah, exactly. I just felt the guilt sting through me right now. He pinched my chin and lifted it up, looking right into my eyes.
Or does our big-time producer not even have time to watch a movie anymore?
Oh, I didn't even have to answer him, as the hesitation in my eyes had given me away. The corners of his mouth curved, but gave no smile. It was as if he already knew it.
This is a good piece of work.
But I don't want to take it back anymore. Oh, I came here to end everything between us. Oh my god. But when I saw him, it all fell apart. The light from outside the window shone onto his face in this dark and quiet room. I forced myself to look away when I saw the string of paper cranes by the window. The cranes didn't match the style of his room, but he kept them there anyway. An unexplainable emotion crept upon me.
You can finish watching it here.
Oh, I'm running late for the last subway. A very feeble reason was given, and he quickly gave a kill
I'll
mad.
bring you home when it's over. Or do you want to keep owing me this movie review?
Aww. He destroyed the last bit of resolution, and I know he destroyed my last bit of resolution, and I nodded quietly. I thought the translation was a good no, it's just me. Already expecting my answer, he wiped me dry with a towel, then set up the projector. As the first film played on screen, melodious music flowed between us. He dragged a chair for me and sat himself by the window, not minding the cold wind blowing his bangs back and forth. I was gawking at him when he turned around to remind me.
It's starting.
Oh. The cheerful music came to a halt, and the once bright screen darkened. The narrative technique of this movie was uncommon. The hero went missing soon after the opening, and his lover collected clues little by little from others. But the more people she asked, the more confused and miserable she became as something felt wrong. The man she loved was not the same person she used to know. In the scene where she trekked through the forests, I looked away from the screen and locked eyes on him. Okay, so it's a chair. Okay, so I thought it was a pole just because, wow, man, oh my god, this picture. Whoa. Give me a second, guys. Wow. The paper crane, oh my god, they made this card really fucking gorgeous. Wow. The flowing. So is the light coming from the movie projector? That would make sense, because I was wondering how in the world did this even came about. So I thought it was a pool just because it looked like they were outside, and that chair on the right side of him, obviously it looks like it's on the left if you're looking at it like that, but on the right, I thought it was one of those things that you grab on so you can go out of the pool. That's why I thought it was a pool. Wow. The flowing light and trees projected colorful shadow onto him and the cranes. I'm sorry, guys. They just... I have never lost my breath in this game like this. That tells me they did a really good job. Like, whoa. I don't know. This might honestly be my favorite card in the game that we have. Yeah, it was worth the 11,000. And I'm not saying the first one is not gorgeous either. They did a wonderful job with this. And the story about this, I'm like, ooh, I like it more than his Christmas. His Christmas date is still my second favorite now. But, oh, the Christmas date. I love the evolved card. So pretty. Wow. With a few cranes occasionally blocking his view, which he then brushed away softly, as soft as the mountain breeze that brushed the heroine's hair. As the scene ended, his eyes finally met mine. The flickering light in his eyes obscured his deeply hidden emotions.
Is the movie not good?
Oh, it is. But wait, the movie sounded eerily like our problem right now, I think. He pressed the pause button, and the only sound vibrating, was that of the buzzing air conditioner. The silence was overwhelming. I shook my head. Dude, you did not think this scene just came out of his fucking house. I'm sorry, but whoa. I don't know. It just... Whoa, I'm sorry, guys. The silence was overwhelming. I shook my head and felt an itch creeping onto the tip of my nose. Achoo! What? Achoo! A sneeze broke the awkward silence. As I lowered my head, embarrassed, he brought me tissues, and with a sigh, covered me with a coat and his warmth. Looks like somebody's getting sick, but I wouldn't be mind covered by Lucien any day. Oh, wait, coat. Huh? Covered me with a coat of his warmth? Like himself?
How do you still take such poor care of yourself?
Because we're the main character. We're such a dumbass sometimes. Ugh. Oh, what am I going to do with you? I turned around as he murmured, bringing me a mug of hot tea. I couldn't help holding the mug to my mouth at the fragrance. The mug close to my mouth at the fragrance of the tea. He reached out, covering the mug, and my lips accidentally touched the back of his cool hand. Only then he pulled his hand back and frowned.
Always in such a rush. It's still hot. Wait a bit before drinking it.
He still cared, yet this man in front of me is not the same man who I used to know. I could suddenly understand how the heroine felt, how distressed she was, uncertain whether he still... What? Who's talking? Is this the fourth wall? I could suddenly... Because it makes it seem like we're talking right now. Like, us, the player, not the main character, if you know what I mean. I could suddenly understand how the heroine felt, how distressed she was. Or is that him? Uncertain whether he still exists, there was no way out of her feelings, so it all turned into questions. Why are you showing me your gentleness again? Startled for a moment, he went back to being indifferent.
An interesting question.
How is he gonna react? Like, I'm just
Like before
fucking
answering
with
you, I also want to clear something up.
Like he's just fucking with their feelings right now, bro. This time, I finally steeled up against his approaching chili cologne. I didn't know cologne is chili. I finally steeled up against his sexy smelling cologne, against him, and his cruel smile, as if sneering at his prey, struggling in desperation.
Each time I push you away, why do you keep coming back to me?
You know, that's actually a good point that he just brought up. Still clinging to his gentleness, still believing in his promises, believing that there's an explanation to all of these. These are all reasons. There could be more, many more, yet I couldn't bring myself to answer. He held off my arms as I leaned in closer at my silence, so close that I could feel the breath from his mouth. Can I just say his mouth, please? Because his nose, that sounds really weird. I didn't know who broke the string of cranes, but all of the white cranes fell and surrounded us. Oh man, I would have loved that as a picture. He calmly picked up the crane in my arms. It was the one I wrote my wish in. I wonder what the wish is. Part of the sentence was blurred by my tears previously. Oh no. I wish Lucien and I were... Okay, first of all, they ruined it with the translation. Second of all, I wish Lucien and I were together forever. Oh my god. Oh no. He stuffed that crumpled piece of paper onto my hand and answered the question I asked.
That's my answer.
That's my answer.
But the process of achieving this takes time and patience.
Oh my god, is he talking about his Eriside Black Swan? Tears poured down before I could respond. The crumpled paper clenched tightly in my palm. Liar. So, yeah. Well, you said you didn't see it. Oh, that's what she meant. Okay. He raised a wry smile and helped me in his arms. Not as passion-like before, but not as strange either. I held to him tightly, ignoring the cranes between us, and he locked me in with his hug. Oh, breathing heavily and hurriedly.
Do I need to peek to know what you're thinking?
Uh-oh.
After you leave tonight, do not come to see me like this without notice.
Was it because he doesn't know she's coming and he don't want to lose himself to her? Oh boy, there we go with my X-rated stuff. But
Promise me.
he sounds very desperate right now. He sounded so determined that I couldn't say no more. Determined? Sounded more like, don't do this again. Like, okay. He sounded so determined that I couldn't say no. His gentle tone... Gentle? That didn't sound gentle at all, bro. Keeping me in, I don't know, maybe I'm just hallucinating. Though his words say otherwise, maybe I should trust that he had his reasons. I didn't read that right. His thin, warm lips came closer. Ooh, pressing against my neck. Oh my god, is this what he meant by? Because obviously he really loves her and he probably loses control against her. I don't ever do this again. Leaving an invisible mark permeating into my blood, along with his promise flowing into my heart. No! Why'd you stop here? Oh my god. I was mobbed by a bunch of reporters after Lucien's speech at the conference, but I didn't have the heart to respond. When I finally got off of work, I was dragged into a strange car, and to my surprise, it was Lucien. Lucien reminded me not to get involved in this, and he told me to protect myself, but somehow, excuse me, he felt so indifferent. I wanted to return him everything he left at my place, but he drove away when I went upstairs to pack. Kiki and my friends came to my house to cheer me up and found the video disc that Lucien lent me. I brought the disc to his new address, wanted to completely end things between us, but it rained heavily. When I tried finding his villa, I met him when I was in a mess. He took me home to watch a movie for the last time, but it turned out to be a new beginning to our relationship instead of the end. Oh my god, bro. Oh, yes, I can finally save diamonds. Thank the Lord. Wow. I'm sorry, but this date might honestly be my favorite. Like, they did a really, really good job with it. Can they please show the other one? No. Wow. Okay. That was so worth it. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, so I'm actually gonna end the video. I'm gonna see if I could read those 2 dates of Victor's, especially that $500 card I just got. Wait, why is this? Oh, yes, I forgot about this. Okay, so let's do this. I think I saw someone said something about going on a strike. Is this from his date? You saw that? I deleted it a few minutes after it was sent. Only thoughts that are hidden cannot be seen by others. I cannot ignore it once I've already seen it. Do you mind sharing with me? Frustration at work? Yeah. I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel like this. Some weeks, I don't feel like working at all. It's that serious? It seems like we must fix this problem ASAP. He talks like that. Have you ever... He writes ASAP. I don't imagine him writing it like that. I can totally see Keto doing that. Definitely not Victor Gavin. Maybe. Have you ever imagined how your life after retirement would be? It's said that you'll find motivation to work thinking of this whenever job sickness hits. Have you ever thought about what you do after retirement? Why am I seeing something titter? While in your wishful thinking, let's see if mine fits yours. The old man that I'll become will still be holding your, and we'll be enjoying old seasons together. Now it's your turn. Oh man, that's so cute. Let me see if the others have any. Oh.
Did you call me earlier? Sorry I missed it. What's up?
What's up? He talks like that too. Nothing urgent. Nothing urgent. I was just calling to ask if you ever found it hard to read a book.
This requires careful analysis. Have you encountered a mental block in your reading?
Yeah. I've made a resolution for the new year to read 100 books, so I bought a whole bunch of these, but...
Oh, so that's what all the deliveries were all about. Let me guess. You got busier and busier after the new year and totally forgot about it.
I thought the phone call was related to his date, unless I have to evolve it.
By the time you remembered, you realized you hadn't read anything. You feel guilty looking at the stack of books, but you just don't feel like reading them.
You know, I feel like that with my games. I feel guilty. I have all these games I haven't played it. And my dad is like, are you ever going to play the PS4? But I'm like, Dad, I've been playing Fire Emblem all this time. He knows what Fire Emblem is. Obviously, not know, but he just knows the name. I don't know if you heard that, but I just put the charger in the phone. Is it even charging? I can't tell because I'm recording and it doesn't indicate. Let's see. Yes, Fire Emblem. I love it so much. 3 houses, by the way. Lucien, you know everything. You should be making a living out of coaching.
I just know you well.
So you think that I'm very lazy. Don't say it happens to everyone.
You're smart. You knew what I was going to say. As for being lazy...
How is he going to talk to us about being lazy?
From what you said earlier, that might be part of the problem. Yes.
What do I do now? At least he's nicer to us when we're lazy. Instead of Victor's like, you dummy, you bug. Book. Is there any hope for me?
About what? If you're bothered by the stack of books, I can take care of them for you.
Oh, you know what I
I know
mean.
you, and I know that it's just temporary.
Oh,
You'll get back to your old self soon. Don't panic just yet. And
sorry, that sentence. You're gonna make me cry the second time, bro, because the last time was on his date. The one that I think he went overseas or something. I'll show it to you. Your old self soon. He's right. Because it feels good to have my old self back, not 100%, and not to panic. Because, panic, yay.
and I don't like to see you nervous all the time.
Oh,
You only call me for consultation or to invite me to your show. I told you I would always be there to help you. But please, be more relaxed around me and allow yourself to unwind.
is this Professor Lucien's professional suggestion?
Yes, humans are not machines. We all need to rest, physically and psychologically.
Okay, I feel like this phone call was kind of made for me. Like, whoa, and I'm pretty sure others who are in the same situation. But he is so right, you guys, because literally, I feel like my body experiences anxiety just about every day. But it depends. It could be okay or bad, or in between.
Nothing can remain in motion forever. That's not scientifically possible.
But you always stay up all night working. Uh-oh.
The me that you see is not the complete me. When you don't see me, I do get some rest.
I do get some rest. I mean, does Eris even need to fucking sleep? Why rest only when I don't see you? Besides, I can choose not to believe you. Well, because he doesn't want to show you his other side.
You make a good point. How about this? Can you spare me half a day this weekend?
Of course. Are we going somewhere fun?
No. We'll just hang out at home and listen to some relaxing music. How does that sound?
Oh my god, that sounds perfect. Oh my god, that sounds perfect. That sounds perfect. That sounds perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. As soon as I get his evolve card, I'm gonna transform it. I'm gonna change it to that. Oh, the frame that I have right now, it perfectly matches with the one I just got, like literally. Wow. That was amazing, man. Oh, Victor. That was amazing. I enjoyed the date. I enjoyed every part of it. It was definitely worth getting it. Like everything was just so, most of it dark, sad, depressing. Like, and like as the journal said, and there was like, where it's like I tried to end things with him, but instead I formed a new beginning. That was whoa, and the card art, like just the way they did this card, because when I saw this card, because again I have the cheat sheet and they actually removed the card. I wish they didn't. They could have just written our server has it. When I first saw it, I'm like, oh, okay. But now that I actually own it and I just read the date and know the story behind it, it makes a lot more sense. And now with the first one, not the evolve card, it just like, holy shit. Like the meaning behind it. Like, yeah, I really thought this man was in a pool outside. Like the first card, oh, he's leaning against the wall. Okay. He's outside the pool. Because it just looks like he is. But I'm a dumbass because you can see his legs sitting. Oops. But yeah, it's kind of hard to notice. I'm not trying to defend myself right now, but yes. It's just worth it. Everything was just so completely worth it. I mean, I'm not at a loss for words. It's just very pretty. And so between the two 12K cards that I have, or close to it, Oof. This one radiates nothing but hot and sexy. If you read the story behind it. Like, ooh, Gavin, bro, can he just like appear in my house right now with his clothes like this? And again, I've voiced this before, but clothes in the bathroom, oh, that gives me anxiety, bro. But I just remembered the day that I was talking about that made me depressed a little bit was this one here. Of course, because he's depressing, bro. He's a complicated man. I mean, bad boy. But don't women love bad boys? As long as they don't commit crimes, or you know what I mean. Well, he's done a lot of shit too, but serious crimes. I'm talking about Lucien now, but yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed the date. I mean, I think they did say it was like a dark or not a happy, or what the fuck did I say in the beginning? It was so worth it. Oh my god, it was so worth it. And I'll see you with a couple more Victor dates because I've been saving them, and I think I have the right to go after that cute date that's a $500 card, because it is. That's a cheap card to me, because with Nikki, I'm scared to find out how much, because I am like this very close to V11, and I know I spent more than $1,000, but hey, I've been playing the game for 3 years now. So yeah. Oh, but this game is not even a year old, and I spent $500. Oh! Oops. I don't want to know how much this card is, because yeah, we don't have all the other top up cards, which is actually even more than Love Nikki. Oh my god, which is 5,000 more. Oh dear. I'll see you with Victor's dates.